What's up, guys? It's Tracy Mitchell, VA, with thisis50.com, and I'm with my very special guest. His name is Play.
What it do?
What's good, Play? You from Texas. You've been in
Yeah.
this music industry for a very long time. Tell me how Texas has shaped your musical style and your overall swag.
Um, I would have to say a lot. Just the culture from growing up on Lil Flip, UGK.
Do you feel like that you opened up like some doors for people from where you're from, or
I
or
wouldn't
did
say
or did the opportunity
open,
not seem likely?
I wouldn't say open doors, but I definitely spread it, I definitely turned some awareness to the city for sure. I got signed off a pop record, so pop ain't really, known in Houston, but it's something different. So I got more eyes on it for sure.
Take us back. And I know Houston's popping in the hip hop scene, so I could definitely believe that you had something to do with it. You mentioned that you had a pop record that blew you up and also got you signed. What record was this, to go ahead and refresh our memory?
Birthday Dress with Matthew Coma.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And what did that turn? How'd that turn out for you? Like, was it like an overnight thing, or do you feel like it took some time for people to get to know your name?
I don't feel like it was overnight, but it was happening fast at the time because of the people that I was around and I was connected to, and I was signed to Interscope as well. So it definitely was going fast at the time, but it was a lot of work going into that.
Yeah, I saw you were signed with Interscope, and it was something else too. It's over here in my notes. You had a couple label deals, right?
Not a, I was signed to Interscope, and then I was signed with Rodney Jerkins as well. I was like a writer under him and
Yeah.
an artist as well too.
Would you say that's what got you to work with all those major artists that you have under your belt?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Drop some names
Ronnie was
for
a
us.
huh?
Drop some names for us.
Ronnie was a big help. Ludacris, Kelly Rowland. Well, I actually the Ludacris was with another producer, but Kelly Rowland for sure. Girl Generation. That's a big girl group, and I think it's Korea, but they're big. It's like 12 girls in one group. They really do dope. Girl Generation, Twister, a lot of dope artists. Ray J.
Yeah, that's crazy. Your resume is just insane. And you brought up how you started off as a writer, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
A question that I've always had for a music artist, especially that have been in the game for a long time, what was those emotions at the time having to play the background and write these amazing songs for these artists?
Um, it was dope because in the beginning I wasn't aware of the whole writing field. So when the Magic Bad popped off, that was my first writing record. When that popped off, I got a lot of requests like, yo, would you do this for me? And would you do this for me? So I was like, all right, I'm about to take the writing on, like for real, for real. So I didn't really know about it, but writing is a big part of it. I mean, writers get more money than the artists sometimes. So
I just always wanted to know, because if I was an artist and I wrote a fire record and an artist did perform it or did sing it or rap it and they didn't perform the way I thought it would, like, is there like ever some type of like, man, I should have kept that song for myself? Like,
sometimes, yeah, sometimes it could go like that. Sometimes it could go like that. But I mean, if it's our business. So sometimes it does go that way though.
yeah. And sometimes you do gotta play the background until
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
and you also get to like peek the scene too, like you get to learn lessons and
For sure. Build relationships because there's a lot of other dope writers out there. So you build relationships, you learn a lot. It's dope.
yeah. I gotta ask you, just to, on the fan side of things, how did the My Chick Bad song even come about?
My Chick Bag came about with Traxter is the producer. If you don't know, Traxter is a real big producer out of Chicago. Really dope producer. He produced for Mariah Carey and a lot of people. But I was in the studio with Traxter working on a record for me actually, and we came up with the hook. He was working on a beat. I came up with the hook. I put the hook down on a beat, and it was my voice. And I told him to screw my voice, so it was just my chick
That was
bad.
actually your voice.
Yeah, that's my voice.
Yeah.
So it was just screwed up though. And I had to leave the studio before I can even put verses on it. So it was just a beat and a hook.
Yeah.
So I left and I really forgot about the record. But a couple months later, Traxter hit me up and was like, yo, Ludacris in the studio. He was in the studio. He was going through beats and the My Chick Bad came on. He wanted. I was like, let him take it. Let him have it.
And there's a feature on that record too, right?
No, he didn't feature me on it, but he gave me my writing credit. He kept my voice on there, put Nikki on it.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
when Nikki hopped on it, what was
oh, it was
that
out
like
of
a
here.
cherry on top?
Huh?
Was that like a cherry on top for
Oh
you?
yeah, it was out of here. She hopped on there, it was out of here.
That is dope. It sounded like it was like a huge collaborative effort. When you hear that
Yeah.
song to this day, like what emotions do you get?
I still be surprised because it's just a big surprise, man. We wasn't expecting that for sure. We didn't go into making it thinking like, yeah, this about to be big. Nikki gonna look nothing like that. So it was definitely a blessing
For sure. I love that. I love hearing them success stories. That's
for
nice.
sure.
Well, I'm talking all about your history. I was going down the whole timeline, but I know you're an artist yourself. So let's go ahead and highlight that.
Yeah, for sure.
So first off, when did you step into becoming an artist? And when did you start owning the position?
I took it serious, started taking serious when my mom built me a studio in our backyard. Like when she did that, I was like, all right, like, and it was like a real legit studio. So I was like, okay, I gotta go in. From there, I was like, I was in there all day. I was doing
You're
my
talking like
homework,
speakers, microphone, and
speaker, microphone, wall separating the booth with the glass where I could see through everything, my face on the wall. I was like, yo, okay. So I had to go in. So I was in there from day to night. I'm doing my homework in there. She bringing me dinner in there. I was in there all day,
just locked in the studio.
locked in. Yeah.
For sure. You got Nothing to Something out now.
Yes. Nothing
You
to
got the
something.
music video and the song. I checked out the
Mm-hmm.
visual and the song, and I love the emotions. I love the content and the story behind it. Tell me,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Tell me how this record came about.
Nothing to something. It's produced by my dog. It's produced by my dog, Mike Moody. I worked with him a lot. I met him with Rodney Jerkins as well. He was one of Rodney Jerkins' main engineers, actually. But I met him there and we just been working a long time and he sent me a couple beats and I was going through them and I heard that one and I was just vibing to it. I did my thing to it, sent it back to him. He gave me the okay and that was it. We hit up D Green for the video and D Green is killing it right now. Yeah,
Oh,
so
he definitely did his thing with the video. Whose idea, the subject matter? Oh, whose idea?
that was D Green and my manager. I would have to give them the go on that one because I didn't want to do it. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. I really didn't, but they talked me into it and it came out actually really dope.
Why did you feel comfortable doing it?
I don't know. I just didn't want to. I felt like that was gonna bring bad juju on me, or like I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. But then after they set me down and explained the whole concept and like, bro, people need to see this. You're all about never giving up, and that's what it's about. So that was dope. I rocked with it.
Never giving up. When did this come into your career? Would you say now, the version of you now, or was it?
Yeah, it would have to be after the whole Interscope situation. After I left Interscope, um, I chilled out from music for a little bit, and then I got back into it, and then we've been rocking for the past 6 years. So the whole thing with that is just never give up, because I'm still kicking and going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like years later, and we rocking. We ain't major, but we independently like moving.
That's amazing because you said you've been in this game for so long. How do you even do it? How do you keep it going? How do you even like keep up with the changes too?
God. He gave me this talent for real. So it's like I just go with the flow. I listen what's out and I do my own thing with it.
I could see you like doing like any like mentorship. Like, do you do anything outside of like just your career to maybe like give knowledge to others or help others?
I I would like to. I talk to my manager about that all the time. Like I said, we independent, so it's only so much we can really do. But I would love to, do a lot of things like that for real.
Yeah, you would never do the whole label thing again, right?
I mean, the right situation, I definitely would. I would, the right situation, because I'm more aware now. I'm way more older now. I got a great support team now. Got a dope manager. Got a dope PR. Formula ENT. So Erica, we rocking. So I got a great team behind me now. So I'm all for it.
Yeah, I just have to ask that. I do so many interviews. Every time we talk the whole label thing, they're like, I'm gonna just keep it independent because I
Yeah,
like.
I mean, for sure. We definitely rocking independent, but it ain't nothing like that machine behind you. Like, it's nothing like a machine behind you. So, I mean, if it's right, I'm definitely for it.
Cool. Well, from nothing to something, what can we look forward to after that?
We about to take it up. We about to take it up. It's gonna be a whole lot of new releases, and it's gonna be real different vibes. We're gonna be releasing Afrobeat vibes soon. We're gonna be releasing some R&B vibes soon. Um, Probably more projects as well. I'm performing at South by Southwest this
South
year
by
too.
Southwest is on here.
Yeah, if y'all there, y'all pull up, no come back. We gonna rock out.
One last thing. Mike Will made it. How has he made an impact on your career?
Oh, Mike Will made it was my dog, man. Right before I like took off, I met Mike Will out here because I moved from Houston to Atlanta, and I went to a high school out in Atlanta called Wheeler, and Mike Will went to Marietta.
Mm.
And I guess how we met was, it was a DJ Southern Bread. I don't know if you heard of him, but he
So new
used
to
to
the
do
Atlanta scene.
yeah, he used to do a lot of dope big parties out here. So I used to go to his parties and perform sometimes and host them like that. And I think I met Mike Will there, and that's where we met. But then we locked in with the music. We did the high school football come out song. They came out to the song that we did.
Oh,
So
for
that was dope.
real.
He did the beat and I did the words. So that was really dope.
What is it like to see how his career is just unfolding? Like it all seems so fast.
Yeah, bro. I mean, bro, he been with it though. Like, he was back in high school. He was leaving high school, going to produce with Gucci now. So like, he been popping for real. But like I said, now that machine, he's just like, it's a whole nother ball game.
It's nice to see you grow, and it's also great to see him as well.
Yeah,
One
for
last
sure.
question I have: what is something you've learned the most just being in the music industry? Like something that really keeps with you or stays with you, and you want the world to know about.
You gotta have patience. It's not on your time, it's God time. And it ain't when you want it, it's when you ready for it. Real deal. So
Real.
like, even when you feeling down, you have to be patient. Be patient. Keep pushing and be patient.